In today's Here video, we talk about police officers who tried to enforce their own laws, but encountered educated citizens who knew the law better than them. So let's go. This man was simply in his own neighborhood recording some footage, but this cop wasn't thrilled about it all. Although the policeman was well aware that this man was filming him, he cleverly refrained from explicitly forbidding it, recognizing the potential infringement on this man's constitutional rights. Instead, he opted to flex his own authority by instructing the man to leave. Now, why should a man have to vacate the sidewalk in his own neighborhood? Adding to the irony, the cop himself was standing too close, seemingly oblivious to the 6-foot rule for armed individuals. In an attempt to disrupt the man's video, the cop took things up a notch by shining his flashlight directly at the man's phone. The puzzling part, he tried to pull off this maneuver in broad daylight. The plot thickens in this tale of a cop and a citizen facing off in a residential setting. The policeman took offense when the man informed him that essentially he was the one paying the officer's salary. After all, citizens are the ones footing the bill through their taxes. The man pointed out that the house the officer lives in, the car he drives, practically everything was funded by his contributions. In response, the policeman could only muster an ironic laugh and found himself at a loss for words. It seems apparent that the officer's awareness of the recording camera played a significant role in his restrained reaction.
You ever think about doing something else?
You ever think about minding your own business?
I am, but that's why you get paid to be out here.
Why don't you go f off over there?
No, I can hang out right here. It's okay. I'm on a public sidewalk.
Yeah, you are on a public sidewalk, and I'm on my property.
I know, that's why
I can do whatever the f I want.
Wrong.
So then why are you in my face then?
I'm not in your face. I'm on a public sidewalk.
Nah, you're in my face.
I think it's...
You could walk away. I think you should.
I don't have to. But I also find it's
why
very
is this guy coming over here?
It's very insensitive to stand here and record people like this. Very insensitive.
It's also perfectly legal.
I didn't say it wasn't legal. I'm just saying it's very insensitive.
It's perfectly legal.
No? Very insensitive.
So why don't you go mind your business?
I'm minding business. I can mind whatever business.
I live in this neighborhood. This is my neighborhood.
Sure.
I'm welcome to record whatever I want.
100%.
And you can back off, dude. You are dismissed.
You're dismissed.
You're dismissed. You work for me. You are a public servant. You work for me.
Okay.
I pay your salary.
No, actually you don't.
Yes, I do.
No,
My
don't.
taxes pay your salary. My taxes pay your salary. Do they not?
You should look at
The
that.
car you drive, the house you live in, everything you own, my tax dollars pay for.
No, they
So
don't.
why don't you go f off?
No, they don't.
F off, motherfucker. Yeah, you're being 100% recorded in live feed.
Okay.
Okay?
I think it's terribly insensitive, you sir.
I don't give a f what you think is terribly insensitive. I can record anything I can see.
I believe that.
Okay?
That's why I'm allowing you to.
My eyes are not subject to whatever law that you think in your head.
I'm not enforcing you.
Okay,
I'm
then
standing
don't.
on a public sidewalk.
Then go f off, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. Just trying to teach us general.
The officer asserted to the man that filming people was embarrassing. While it may make some people uncomfortable, the man reminded the officer that his rights in public extend beyond someone's discomfort. When another policeman arrived and advised his colleague to leave the man alone, the advice fell on deaf ears. In response, the man chuckled at the non-listening officer, urging him to focus on doing his job, a job that, as a citizen, the man emphasized he was contributing through his taxes. The officer persisted in claiming that he wasn't jeopardizing the man's Fourth Amendment rights, a statement that seemed more like a repetitive show for the camera. When another policeman joined the scene and inquired if everything was all right, the younger officer who had been engaging with the man reassured him that all was well and explained that he was merely attempting to educate the man. The irony of a policeman trying to educate someone, especially considering the officer's apparent lack of legal expertise, was not lost on this man. The man pointed out that the officer, having completed a mere 6 months of police school, didn't need to play the role of a legal expert.
And then what right and wrong is in terms of public decency.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's legal and there's public decency. What's legal?
He wasn't going to listen anyways because he passed by the car anyways. The guy would have made it to him, it would have been all on him. So don't give him the attention he's looking for.
You just got schooled, man.
Not school. Merely advised.
Advised. So f off. Thank you.
Don't even give him the attention.
He's still standing right here. He's still here acting like I'm doing something illegal.
I never said you are, sir. You're not doing anything illegal. At all.
I know damn right I'm not.
Nothing illegal whatsoever.
I know damn right I'm not. But you approach me for no reason other than I'm recording.
Consensual encounter.
It's not a consensual
Yes, it
encounter.
is.
I didn't ask to be approached by you.
But I'm not forcing you to stay in here, so it is a consensual
This is,
encounter.
I'm on my property, motherfucker, so
It's a
why
consensual encounter.
don't you piss
I'm
off?
not violating your Fourth Amendment rights.
Off.
I'm not violating your Fourth.
Off.
Please tell me how I'm violating your rights.
Just off,
No,
man.
no.
Go do something else.
If this is if
Go
this is
do your job. This is what my tax dollars are paying you for, to around here. Go off, man.
If this is what you think I'm violating, please tell me how I'm violating your rights. Tell me. Please, educate me.
Just go off, man. You are dismissed. You are dismissed.
I believe you. But since I am on a public sidewalk, having a consent...
Do whatever the you want to do, you all right? Oh, now we got another one here.
No, he's fine. He's not fault. Just merely trying to educate him based on his...
You can't educate me.
Obviously not.
You can't educate me. You ain't got no education, man. You got 6 months of law degree, nothing. You don't even know the laws, you out of here.
A dispute ignited when the police sought to convince the building owners to press charges against the man for trespassing. An officer approached the man who was filming in front of a building. In a bit of irony, the officer told the man that his hands were shaking, expressing concern about capturing a stable shot. The man brushed off such concerns, emphasizing the more crucial issue was the evident attempt by the policeman to enforce his own interpretation of the law. To escalate matters, the policeman alleged that the man was being too loud. The man questioned whose criteria dictated what constitutes loud speech, highlighting that the officer couldn't magically determine the decibel level of the man's voice. The man's curiosity centered on whether the policeman had anything meaningful to occupy his time, and questioned why the officer was wasting his day on this particular encounter. The policeman defended his actions, insisting that he was in the midst of his duties. However, the man raised a valid point, questioning the nature of a job where one appears to do nothing substantial and merely feigns the administration of justice. The officer attempted to justify his intervention by explaining that if the building owners didn't want the man there, he shouldn't be there. The man found this reasoning flawed, pointing out that the owners were nowhere in sight, and it seemed more like the police didn't want him there rather than the owners of the building.
Into something?
No, you're free to go.
Well, then what is this we'll see shit? We'll see what? See how y'all can create crimes?
No,
So, I mean, what are you going to do?
nothing. I'm just standing here like you are.
See, but I can, though.
Oh, I can too.
But you're not on the job, though?
Yeah,
So this is part of your job?
yeah.
And what is this exactly you're doing?
I try to hold myself still. Okay?
I am. Don't worry about it.
And you're sitting here shaking. Like
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about my hand shaking.
Well, I mean, if you're going to take quality videos, you need to try to take.
It doesn't
quality
matter.
videos.
I'm right in front of you. As long as they can hear what you're saying,
Yeah,
to the ignorance you talking about, it don't matter. If it's going like this, up and down,
I'm just
they can
saying,
still hear
I
you.
just think your viewers would want.
You know what I'm saying? Because there has to be a point where y'all stop creating crimes because y'all don't like what people say to y'all. You feel me?
I don't care what you say to me.
Obviously not. You said right now that I'm cussing and that I'm being loud.
Well, you were.
So how does that, so my language, cussing, which is a free speech, by the way, right? And me getting loud is like, but how do you define my decimal level?
I don't define this.
But that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to create a crime because of my decimal level of my
trying to do
voice.
what?
Create a crime.
Create a crime. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I
Well,
said.
No, I'm not trying to create a crime.
But that's what you just said. We'll wait and see.
If the owner of this building doesn't want you here, then
But
you
they
gotta
never
leave.
came out and said nothing.
Maybe they're in the neighborhood. Maybe they're coming by.
Because y'all calling them. Because y'all soliciting the trespass.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's the way
and you admitted it.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So y'all solicit trespasses. You know what I'm saying? And look, here it goes. They went and called the lady. They went and called them to trespass me. See? And he just admitted that that's what they went to go do.
Yeah. That's
Trespasses.
if the owner doesn't want you on his property.
And that's not what I asked you.
If the owner doesn't want
I
you
said,
on his property,
can
then
y'all
we
solicit
can
trespasses?
Call, yeah.
So even if
Well,
I'm
I
not,
don't care what you call it.
even if I'm not committing a crime, you can go in there and tell them to trespass me.
No, we can't tell them to. But if we
But look,
ask
that's
them,
what he's doing.
they don't.
That's what he's doing right there. Look. That's what he's doing.
When the supervisor of these cops arrived, it seemed like he grasped that his subordinates had made an error. However, he appeared unwilling to swallow his pride and offer an apology to the man for the unjust treatment he had just received. This situation highlighted that it shouldn't be the cops determining whether someone should leave a public place or not. The supervisor attempted to defend his colleagues, arguing that the man was too loud and suggesting that people from the building didn't want him there for that reason. The flaw in this defense became evident when another cop, just moments ago, unwittingly admitted that they were the ones who wanted the man gone. The subjective nature of disliking someone's voice shouldn't serve as criterion for such decisions. It's merely a matter of personal preference, right?
It's them. Hey, look, bro. I mean, you could say all that, but he just admitted to soliciting trespasses. That it's okay for y'all to do that.
It's one thing if you're asking, hey, are we begging this person to come over here and?
But you went before you went in there. I asked you, right?
I'm going to see if the owner wants you to criminal trespass on the property.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's you telling them to do it.
No, it's not. I asked
Look, you
you
can do all that you want. I did not commit a crime. I came in here and got names for my
Okay.
right?
All right. You got what you need, so feel free to leave.
Yeah. But I don't have to.
Okay.
But I don't have to if I don't commit a crime. Just because you don't want me here and you don't want me here does not mean y'all could create something to get me to leave because y'all don't like what I'm doing.
No problem.
That's not how it works.
Okay.
If you don't have a problem with me, then go back inside.
You got your information that you can't.
No one's talking to you, man. I'm talking to your supervisor, man. So if this isn't a problem with what I just did, then why are you sitting here telling me these people are going to trespass me?
Because you were causing disturbance inside.
How?
Raising your voice.
It's all on tape, dude. But so there's a decimal level on my voice.
Oh, I can tell when something's loud.
No, that's not what I asked you. See, what you think and what you feel is not law.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So for you to say my voice got loud, and I've been talking the same way since I got here.
Okay.
This is how I talk.
Okay.
And for you to say, oh, I don't like it, that's your fault.
No.
Then quit and get another job so you don't have to put up with how people talk to you when they're upset about police officers running them the over.
You started saying one of those officers ran you over.
Yeah,
Which one?
the bald-headed one, young.
Well, Young's not bald-headed.
But whoever the he is. I just showed you the video, bro. After I just showed you this, right? And I'm telling you, it happened right here. They got me trespassed from this place. They went inside and did what y'all did. They went inside the QT and told the guy to trespass me. And then he came outside and said, you have to leave. And when I went across the street, the same sergeant, this one, was it Young? Right? Sergeant Young went across the street, right? And waited for me. And when I cried across the street, he tried to run me over. I went all the way down there.
Well, he tried to run you over. He tried to.
What slipped this cop's mind is that this guy can be wherever he pleases in public. He straight up asked the cop why they were telling him not to go into a building, and you know what they threw back? They didn't forbid him, they just suggested he hit the road. When he called them out on accusing him of trespassing if it was just a friendly suggestion, they hit him with a classic "you'll find out later" line. Well, that's not how it works. These cops clearly needed a breather to cook up the next reason after the whole voice volume excuse flopped. So it turns out, amidst all the mystery, the man was just dropping by the police station to check in on the officers he'd tangled with before. That's why it ruffles their feathers so much, being right in front of their workplace. Then they threw the accusation his way, claiming he was cursing and yelling, making folks uncomfortable entering the building. Alright, but what about him feeling uncomfortable now? The cops couldn't get on the same page about why they accused the guy of trespassing. One of them dropped the gem that he couldn't chill for too long in front of the police station because it's not a restaurant or a cafe. Hold up, there's a time limit on hanging out in public now? It's clear that there are plenty of savvy citizens who've got a better grasp on the law than the cops themselves.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. Don't interrupt me because your narrative is not going to fit, right? Because look, I left from there. The sergeant tried to run me over to stop me with his vehicle. I went all the way down, right? I went all the way down and I turned on Washington. That's when the other officer turned his emergency lights off, turned his headlights off and ran me over. Y'all have the body cam.
Contact info.
Y'all just gave it to me, right?
Contact info.
Yeah, you just gave it to me, right?
When did you say you get ran over?
I think it was October.
October.
Yeah,
All right.
because I had to do 52 days in jail,
Okay.
and then I got out. And when I started to do this, I got arrested again because I didn't want to take pictures of my tattoos.
Okay.
The lady said she was taking me to jail for no driver's license, and I ended up getting charged because I didn't let her take pictures of my tattoos when I was already in jail.
Okay.
So I came and got this, right?
Okay.
So I don't understand how it's a crime that y'all can turn this into a crime.
Who said we're bringing anything more?
You're telling me to leave.
I think I offered you. We offered to walk you out the block.
Oh my goodness. All right, well then y'all done, right?
We're waiting on the owner or property manager.
For what though?
Sit here.
But what did I do to get trespassed?
We'll let you know. If it's
That's not how it works, dude.
I would make the decision.
Do you understand what you're saying?
Exactly.
You want me to get trespassed because you don't like what I just did.
Well, no,
Because you said I cussed and raised my voice.
I never said you were.
Yeah, you make people feel uncomfortable when they try to come up here.
And this right here, what y'all doing, doesn't make people uncomfortable?
No,
In your opinion. In your opinion.
that's what.
I'm feeling uncomfortable, not you. Just like you said it,
You
right?
can walk away.
But so can you.
Well, we're not going to.
Well, then why should I?
This is the building we work in. We want to make sure that people feel comfortable when they.
But I'm not comfortable because y'all just threatened me with arrest because I came to get information on your officers.
No one's asking you to stay here right now. No one's asking.
But you're trying to make me leave. You're trying to get me trespassed.
If it comes down to it,
But why though?
because you can't live here. This isn't a place that you stay. We're not set up. This isn't a lounge. Okay, it's not a restaurant. It's not a lounge. It's not
So
a
let me get
hotel.
this straight. There's a time limit on public property.
You come here to do your business, and then you're expected to leave. Okay? We don't let people sit in the lobby all day.
But
long.
but if y'all wouldn't have followed me out here, it would have ended.
Well,
So if we go back in, you're gonna.
Exactly. Go back inside and find out. I promise you. Go back inside and I'll walk off.
You won't believe how someone can bait cops into dropping the ball on their job. Just hit up this cop who thought it was a crime for a dude to cruise around in the neighborhood at 1:30 a.m. The cop pulls him over and demands his ID, all because they got suspicious of him for just driving around. Like, can a guy enjoy a late-night cruise? That is not a crime. This cop had to think on his feet and came up with the perfect excuse to pull this guy over. Neighborhood robbery. Classic move, right? But it turns out this guy wasn't robbing anyone, nor was he planning to. He hadn't committed any crime, so technically he didn't have to hand over his ID and should be free to go. But nope, not for this pondering cop. So this cop thought the mere fact that the guy seemed suspicious was grounds enough to throw him in detention. Newsflash, being suspicious isn't a crime, but this cop seemed to miss that memo. Now, what's suspicious about driving in the rain? It's not exactly a chill and breezy joyride, but nope. The cop argued that it was also sketchy that he'd never seen this guy's car in the neighborhood before. Hold up, does this cop really have a mental log of every single car he's seen in that hood? I doubt it.
Page called 904 cop block or something like that, and you drive around trying to provoke us into doing our job.
I don't provoke you. How did I provoke you?
You're driving around a neighborhood at 1:30 in the night, in the morning, okay? Driving suspiciously, stopping like every time I.
I don't like
you're
driving behind
stopping.
police officers.
I've explained to you that we've had burglaries in that neighborhood.
Okay, my record don't say nothing about burglaries, grand theft, any kind of shoplifting, none of that.
Sir,
My record says nothing about grand
I
theft,
don't know what your
robbery,
record says.
shoplifting.
I don't know what your record says because I haven't been able to confirm your identity yet because you won't provide me with an ID.
My name's not in there.
I don't know if it's you, sir.
Sir, I didn't commit a crime. I should be able to go.
Sir, I think we already said that you didn't signal your turn when you turned down this road and you agreed to that, correct?
I never agreed.
Yes, you did.
I just said I don't like driving behind police
No,
officers. I was
I
scared.
told you failed to signal your turn when you turned on this road and you said yes, and you admitted to that.
I didn't admit to that.
Yes, you did. You can replay your recording if you like.
So my name wasn't in there?
the name of the registered owner of this vehicle is, but you haven't provided me with documentation to show me that that's you yet.
Officer. So what was your reason for pulling me over?
I told you already.
But that's not a crime.
No, but it's probable cause for me to pull you over.
Suspicion?
At 1:30 in the morning in the rain?
Suspicion. But suspicion is not a crime.
A vehicle I've never seen in that neighborhood
Suspicion is not a crime.
Sir, and then you pulled into a closed business at 1:30 in the morning.
Because you were getting behind me.
So you admit that you were trying to dodge me.
I don't like driving in front of police officers.
Okay. And that wouldn't be given in my place, given my job to protect the people of the townspeople of Orange Park. You would not think in my place that that was suspicious in any way.
No, just somebody driving around. No.
Because you seem to think that you know better how to do my job than I do.
Sir, I was driving. You pulled me over and I stopped.
Yes, you did.
But you say you pulled me over because I was driving suspiciously.
Sir?
You say you pulled me over because I was driving suspiciously. But I don't like driving in front of police officers. You
not
did.
Driving suspiciously. The complete fact picture that I saw was suspicious. And the other thing on top of that is, I'm sure you're as up on the news as I am, probably more so. There are people that are looking to ambush police officers these days. Okay? And you're following me around the neighborhood. I pull over and stop, and you pull over and stop. And then I pull over.
Because police do that. They pull over.
Now, this cop jumps on the accusation train, claiming the guy was trying to dodge the police car. But hold on, the guy explains he swerved to avoid driving right in front of the police car because it weirds him out. He just wanted a smooth ride. But nope, the cop flips the script, accusing the guy of jacking the car he's driving. Even after checking the license plate number against the picture, the cop insists the guy in the car doesn't match the picture on the registration. Then it hits you. This cop's just throwing shade because the guy's got different skin color, and he's well aware of it. But no, the cop tries to play, "Well, I can't see color at 1:30 a.m. card." Do we buy it? Not a chance. This cop just kept bugging the guy for his driver's license, stumbling over his words and failing to explain why. His grand reason? He needed to ID the guy because he stopped him. Hold on a second. He stopped him for no apparent reason, and now he's demanding ID for no apparent reason. Classic cop logic, am I right?
People can go so they can pull behind them and pull them over.
Sir.
You think I wanted to get pulled over?
You're trying to bait me into stopping you, which is what you're successful. I admit that you're successful. You baited me into stopping you.
Sir,
okay.
What is baiting? I didn't bait you, officer. I mean, I'm just trying to understand.
Please provide your license, registration, and proof of insurance, as I have asked you multiple times already. Is that why you were arrested for resisting in 2020? Because you did the same thing and refused to provide identification?
So you know who I am then?
So you're admitting that's you?
I'm just saying, you reading the record, you ran the tag. I didn't steal a car.
License picture, but you're wearing a hat. Glasses,
I didn't steal a car, man. Come on.
You don't look anything like you did in your driver's license.
I didn't steal a car, man. Come on.
Sir?
I didn't steal a car.
I didn't say you did.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. So if I'm the only black male in this car and the black male that came to this car.
Black, sir. Do you think I can see what color a person is driving a car at 1:30 in the morning down the road?
No, what I'm saying is you ran the tag, so apparently black male came up, I came up, you got all my information.
Sir, 8% of the people in this country are black males.
Sir. My God, man.
Please provide your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance as I have asked.
For what? For driving suspiciously?
So that I can confirm your identity, sir.
For what?
Because I pulled you over.
For driving suspiciously.
Sir.
And it's like you're digging, you're like, oh, you didn't signal.
Sir, you already admitted that you committed a traffic infraction.
Sir, your initial reason for pulling me over was because you said I was driving suspiciously. Then you escalated it to traffic signal.
No, you said that you hadn't committed. You said I didn't commit. I can't. What? I
didn't commit a crime. What did you pull me over for?
And then I said you failed to signal a turn, and you admitted that you had.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Do y'all wear body cameras?
No.
Why? Oh my God.
Why?
Yes. I'm trying, because you're saying you're escalating it. It went from,
I'm
well,
not escalating anything.
you were driving suspiciously in the neighborhood at 1 o'clock in the morning.
You'd be on your way home by now.
Yes, but like I said, I didn't commit a
verify
crime.
your ID.
I didn't commit a crime, man.
Okay, let me see your driver's license so I can write you a written warning for failure to signal a turn.
My ID. You're just trying to get my identification. Like, you can't tell that's me from in there?
No, sir, I told you, you're wearing...
Now the cop pulls out another gem, claiming it's fishy that the guy in the registration picture has no beard, but the dude in the car had a beard and long hair. The guy fires back saying the cop needs to squint better because the beard is very much still there. But nope, the cop sticks to his nonsensical reasons for the stop, throwing in that he pulled the guy over because he was tailing him. Hold on, wasn't the guy in front of the police car a bit ago? Seems like the cop got lost in his own maze. Feeling like he's hit a brick wall, the guy asks for a supervisor. But no, this cop drops the bomb that he's the supervisor, as if there's no one above him. Yeah, right. And surprise, the guy realizes the supervisor didn't even bother turning on his body camera. Smooth move, supervisor. Still, the cop spilled the beans that he's got someone above him, but he can't hit him up because, you know, it's a whopping 1:30 in the morning. Hold on, if this dude gets to bend the rules, why is he slinging made-up laws at the guy? At least he knew to throw out his name and badge number when the guy asked. Oh, bravo, Mr. Cop.
I told you, you're wearing a beanie. 2, you're wearing a hat. I'm saying compared to the guy in the driver's license photo that's attached to this vehicle, the registered owner of this vehicle. You also have a hair, you also have a beard, mustache.
I had a beard in that picture there.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I
You're
did.
Completely clean shaven.
Mm-mm.
Or he's completely clean shaven.
Mm-mm. Go look again. I just feel like you're trying to escalate it. Because you pulled me over for suspicion, and then you said I didn't signal. But that's not the initial reason you pulled me over. Now you're trying to escalate to get my ID to write a warning for not signaling, when that wasn't even the initial reason you pulled me over.
Your identification or not?
I'm just trying to understand why you're trying to escalate the situation.
Are you going to provide your identification or not?
What is the cause for you wanting my identification? You pulled me over for suspicion. You said I was following you. I don't like driving behind police officers. In front of police officers.
Behind this one because you
I don't like driving in front of police officers.
Excuse me?
I don't like driving in front of police officers. So you pulled me over because I don't like driving in front of police officers, but you say it's suspicious. Now you're escalating it to I didn't signal.
Sir, I didn't pull you over because you don't like driving in front of police officers.
Why'd you pull me over? For the signal?
I already explained to you why I pulled you over.
For the signal?
I pulled you over because you entered the property of a business that's closed at 1:30 in the night after driving around a neighborhood.
I made a U-turn. I pulled in and pulled out. I wasn't even in the property 5 seconds.
I think it was probably more than 5 seconds.
I got on dash cam.
Because as soon as you saw me,
I got on dash cam.
Sir?
I have it on dash cam. I was only in there 5 seconds. I pulled in and pulled around. I made a U-turn.
As soon as you saw me pull in after you, you left.
I was already in the act of making a U-turn.
Me into stopping you. And guess what? You were successful.
I can't bait you into anything. Either you were doing your job or you weren't doing your job.
By knowingly acting suspiciously and trying to get me to stop you. That's why we're here.
That's no.
Do
you have a supervisor?
Sir?
Can you call a supervisor?
I am the supervisor.
There's no one over you?
No, sir. I am the patrol supervisor for the night.
There's no one over you tonight?
No, sir.
Well, can I get Clay County out here or something? Clay County Sheriff's Office?
You are in the town of Orange Park.
That's not Clay County? They have the whole county, though.
They do, but they don't.
But if it's like a conflict of interest, you don't have nobody above you, but I'm asking for a supervisor. So I need an outside agency to come in.
I don't work for them. They wouldn't be my supervisor.
There's like conflict of interest. You know, you have no supervisor above you.
I do have a supervisor above me.
But you don't want to call him.
Sir, it's 1:30 in the morning.
I'm just trying to go home, man.
Then let me see your driver's license, and you'll be free to go home, provided you don't have any wants or warrants.
You can't find that out from running my name through there?
Like I just said, sir, I can't confirm that you're that person. I haven't confirmed yet that you're the registered owner of this vehicle. You won't provide any documentation as to who you are.
Because I'm questioning the stop.
Okay.
You're saying I was following you, and I don't like driving in front of police officers.
Question to stop. You can file a complaint with the Orange Park Police Department on Monday morning when the administration comes back in. Now, please provide your identification.
What's your name and badge number?
My name is Corporal Briggs. My badge number is 472.
472. Okay. You want my ID that bad, man?